Bam! I don't know why I did that. But starting the brakes, working on brakes. I was gonna do the fronts first, but I don't have gloves. And this one here, this side here, I packed the bearings just with my hands, just getting grease on them. And it just was awful. My hands had grease on them for like 3 days. Everything I touched was like awful. So I actually ordered gloves, so they'll be here tomorrow. So in the meantime, I'm working on the rears. I'll flip the camera around and show you what I got. So these I took off of the old axle. The drums and the shoes and everything are actually not, I mean, they're probably bad. I don't know if I have new shoes or not, but if I can't find if I ordered new ones, I'll put these ones in. And all the hardware actually was good. I know it looks all rusty, but everything was actually in good shape. Like, that's still blue. So this stuff wasn't bad. But like months ago, I had ordered all new stuff anyway. So here's a whole new kit, and I got one of these for each side. The other one's still in here. So I got all new hardware, and I might have brake shoes. And I found this just laying somewhere in parts I'd ordered years ago. It's a part, but I only found one. It's the cylinder here, but these ones look fairly new also, and the brake lines and everything that were on this seemed like they were replaced. So I'm gonna run these and see how it all does. But I'm gonna install this drum brake real quick. I installed it with the old adjuster, this piece, the cable, all the dogs in my face. And she wants me to show you guys her. Yep. Can't get nothing done. I got it installed. I'm about to go do the other side. And I'm thinking that back in the day, someone had put new brakes. Oh, sorry, you get on my face. New brakes on this axle, because these look brand new. They're old. I mean, the car's been sitting longer than I've been alive, but those springs were still blue. All of this hardware stuff was in amazing condition. This is super free and hardly seems like it was used, basically, like it just sat. And everything was in great shape, so it's almost like someone had put new brakes on the car, and then maybe something happened and the car just sat. But I'm gonna clean this with brake clean later on, after I'm done with both of them. Then here's the leftover stuff, the old springs. I mean, I could have just reused this stuff. I just sold the axle and I forgot to take these pins out of it. So that's why I opened up new springs. Otherwise, I would have just reused everything here. But I'm gonna clean these drums up and put them on. And I am gonna save all that old hardware because, geez, I'm knocking stuff over. I've got my other car that is garbage, the sausage pony, that I just put my other trash in it to make it work. But, okay, I'm gonna go just throw the other side together and move on. I forgot to put this spring in that goes right here. It goes right there in between that. So now I gotta take it all back apart and install this. Wham! That seems like it just happened, but guys, that was a lot of work. But yeah, it was really a large amount of work. So now I'm just gonna go do the other side and it'll be like that, you know? It'll be like, wow, I got brakes, woo. All right, so I just got those rear brakes put on and not bled or anything, but they're there, and it's another part of the car that is physically complete. It has all the pieces, all the parts, everything is finally there, and that's the biggest thing with cars like the Mustang and this truck. If you guys follow the truck, every time I get a part, like I got that radiator, and I'm like, oh, the truck finally has a part specific for it. One more thing to make it whole. So the Mustang here, the axle that I bought from my friend, it was from an 8-inch from a Falcon. It didn't have any drums or anything like that on it. So I took them from the other car with all the hardware you saw me get, and I installed them on the car. So that axle is now complete, and it has new hardware and everything. So that's good. One less thing to just start tracking parts down. And a new shipment just came in today. So I got this from Amazon. I'm saying so a lot. But so we got oil here. I think this was on sale. I was looking for, I'm gonna flip the camera around so I can record better. We got oil, filter. These are adhesive things with holes for zip ties. So we can use that. There's a couple spots where I don't want to drill into the metal for wiring. So I'm gonna pull the adhesive stick off, stick it in the engine bay, put the wire through, and then zip tie it, and it'll just work better. And then if I ever reroute stuff in the future, I just take that adhesive off and there isn't a hole in the firewall. So we got those brand new anti-sway bar mounts, anti-sway bar end links. These bushings are for, I'll grab one, it's a rod that goes to the front of the car. So we got all new bushings. These are clips to retain like rods. I bought these metal ones here, and then I bought this bag here is full of these different plastic ones. And I'm gonna climb over this and show you what that's for. It is for this linkage that we put on. So you can see that hole, how it just slides in and out. I'm gonna try to use those to properly mount that so it won't fall out, and you can see it's loose. So that should help fix that issue. Just one more thing at a time. And right here, this is what that rod goes to. Okay, so my phone just shut off there because I had no storage left. But I have these, the original ones. These are from I forget. These actually might be from this car. But one of them was bent worse. You can see this one here is actually bent inward. But I have this one here that's good. And then I had a parts car, that junk Mustang, which had good ones. So I have those laying somewhere. But you can see these bushings here. They're just shot. These ones, I mean, I'm replacing them all with these. So you can look at that. Look how much better that is. So I'm gonna install these parts, clean these up on the wire wheel, or at least this one up, and then just start going down the list of installing all this stuff. I've got you guys propped up on a door, but here's that clip. I'm just gonna stick it in this hole. I think this is actually for, I forget what it said this was actually for, but it should work perfect for this. Stick in there. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Then turn this thing. Please fit. Ooh, it doesn't want to. Maybe I spoke too soon. Ow, my fingers. Oh man, my theory of it not wanting to go in so you push harder might not work. Well, oh geez, it's a little tight. It doesn't want to spring back. See that? Well, maybe if I actuate it enough, I can wear the plastic down. I don't know. Well, I wonder if this white one is smaller in diameter or something. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like this for now and just spray some WD-40 on it. And I think if I just keep actuating it, I think it will wear the plastic in that area and then get it to kind of smoothen up. Or maybe the oil will just do it alone. But for now, done. I'm removing the, oh God. Okay, I was worried I just damaged the fins on the radiator. I'm removing the anti-sway bar now, and I'm gonna replace the bushings for it and then throw those new end links on. And then that part's done. I still have to get another transmission line. Ugh, these bolts are tough, but still need that other transmission line to get it and route it to the radiator so then we can fill the trans with fluid and move on from that. But all right, these bolts are being a bit more stubborn than I thought, so I'm just gonna take them out off camera, drop this anti-sway bar, and I'll show it to you with the new and old mounts. Be right back. So here it is. It is really rinky-dink, small, about smaller diameter than my thumb, but as you guys know, this isn't a race car or anything like that. But here's the new one. So we're just about to replace this old dry rotted crap. Throw those on. I'm gonna take this over and wire wheel it, paint it black, put those on, and new bolts. The old bolts were junk. So time to wire wheel it. All right, so I had a piece of cardboard taped over the oil filter housing so that nothing would get into it. We got our brand new Ford Motorcraft oil filter, and I only buy Motorcraft oil filters and oil now. I bought Mobile One because it was on sale. I think I ordered it during Black Friday, or my wife ordered it. But I just dry fitted this. It's full now, primed of oil. But I dry fitted it because it looked huge, and I was like, dude, I don't know if that's gonna fit, but it did. So this car gets this massive oil filter. So I'm just gonna screw it on. Hurry. It looks nice. The engine's black, the engine bay is green, and gold valve covers with a nice white filter. We'll turn it right there so you can see it says Ford Motorcraft. So there it is. One thing after another. This hose here, I'm gonna wait to cut it. So this one actually is what came in the kit. Ordered a kit for this car and it doesn't fit at all, so you have to cut it. But I'm gonna wait till I have more of the pulleys and everything done. And this radiator, I'm kind of going off on a tangent now, but something about either the placement of the engine or whatever, I don't know, but I can't get a cooling fan to fit properly without hitting the radiator. So I'm gonna go to an electric cooling fan. And then I went and got a alternator that we took off of the junk Mustang, which you guys, I'm bringing it up again, you guys just saw that I finally made a video on it. So we took its alternator and all the brackets, and I'm about to clean up the brackets and then buy a new alternator. So that'll be next. But all right, time to put oil in this thing. So here's the gloves I ordered to pack the front bearings of the brakes, and here's that alternator I was talking about. It has all the brackets and this spacer even. So we're just gonna take all this stuff. That bolt is locked, seized in there. Won't come out. So again, like, look at this. The belt is stuck in there, and this is froze solid. Won't move at all. But those are our brackets. Now we just need to order an alternator, wire it up with that new harness, paint all that brackets too so it looks new. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the bearings or do the bearings tonight. These gloves finally came, and that stuff's in the trunk. But it's just a lot of work. It took me an hour and 30 minutes last time just to do that side. But I finished painting those stuff out there. I'm just waiting for them to dry. There goes my dog. So we'll be right back. Jacked it up and pulled this wheel off here. So you can see this is still the drum brakes, which I do have a drum brake system sitting right there that I was gonna use. Oh yeah, because I need those spindles, never mind. I was just gonna say, oh, I could put this on the sausage pony over there, but I need V8 spindles, which I have from the junk stang. And, oops, that's that arm I need. So that was in the bed of my Lightning. There's the dog. The dog was crazy earlier. But I put this rod in here, and it goes right there. So I'm just about to line it up. You can see how far off it is. Like, these holes aren't even anywhere near. This thing was pushed way forward to see if I can move it. Nope, not at all. All right. So I'm gonna move this off camera, line those up, because this front tire, it was pushed way forward and it was actually touching this here. So this rod will keep that from going forward and back while you're driving, so that the suspension here can just focus on up and down, because otherwise every time you go forward the wheel would smash back there, and then when you back up it'd smash up here. So all right, I'm gonna line that up real quick. Well, I'd tell you it was easy, but it wasn't. I had to use, where is it, to get it to fit, I had to use this nail that I'm pretty sure is from like ancient Rome. Like, I don't know, but I stuck it down in this hole and I was able to use it as a pry bar, and now it goes up here. All this stuff's unpainted yet under the car, so, but there it is. Boom. Long rod to this, and all this is brand new under here too. It just looks dirty. So, and then here's where that sway bar mount will go. Yep. Now I just gotta tighten all this stuff and install that sway bar, anti-sway bar. That's brand new too. And I got all this stuff brand new. This is new. This spring, I'm pretty sure this is out of a Cougar. This car sits so high in the front, and I got a new bushing for up here too. So, but yeah, the other side, the driver's side, all of this was I undercoated all of it, and I did not do it. So I bet that I ran out of undercoating. So I'm gonna do that to match. Bam, bam. Here's the dog who's got a ball, and she's covered me in fur. It's winter time, so you think she would stop shedding, but I think it got worse. All right, anti-sway bar time. Anti-sway bar is in. I'm gonna touch up some paint. I just painted real quick before I put it on. But working on these end links now, and it's just too short. So I'm having difficulty with getting the nut on and getting the nut on here. Looks like there's some threads, but this metal cap here is supposed to go on, and it's also hitting that piece of flat steel welded in there. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is finish this up when I pull this spring out to replace that perch and that gasket. And when this isn't under any spring tension, I can jack this all the way up to get this rod as straight as possible, and then it's not at an angle, and I can get that nut on properly And then this, I just need to compress. But it's getting late and it got dark fast. It's only light because I have that. Power of the sun. But yeah, I didn't even get to doing this at all today. Putting the new brakes on. So, you know what? Ow, I'm falling over. You know what I'm thinking? I wonder if anyone's done this, because if you ever look at a disc brake, the hub here is the rotor. What would happen if you took all this stuff off and put a regular Mustang rotor on from like an SN95 Mustang and just put it right on a brake hub? I wonder if anyone's ever done that. Now I'm gonna have just started this genius idea. Yeah, that would be genius. Just build a bracket for a caliper and put a rotor on here and then bolt a caliper on and delete all this stuff. Have way better brakes. But, okay. Alright, so that's a wrap on this week's video. Not too much got done. This was the week where my wife and I were really changing schedules quite a bit, and with our daughter's first birthday and all the events, I just only was able to get out here for 2 days only. But, yep, that was this week's video. We got more parts. There's even more coming in the mail, so looking forward to that. And as you guys can probably tell, and I said before, I'm gonna focus on this car. Really need to get it done. I've got about 6 cars lined up that all need work, and I just have no room. And this car's I gotta get this one done and gone. But another thing that I'm gonna talk about while I have a chance is I'm gonna put a link in the description down below for an organization called Project Rescue based out of India. They are saving kids from like sexual slavery and other red light district type situations and other horrible things of life. And my wife and I are supporting them and donating to them so that they can help these kids. So I'm just going to put the link down below, because the Indian government is changing it so that they can't accept outsourced money from other countries, policies in that country. So this is the last chance for them to really get a group of money in so that they can then build a system to pay for all the kids and everything on their own as a standalone system. So we're going to put that link down below. You can read about it on your own and decide. But yep, wish me luck on this car and help support me, because man, I look at it and I just think, God, it's been 3 years, which actually is incredibly fast for a restoration. If you go back to episode 1 of this car, and actually it is only 2 years and I think 6 months or something like that. I got it in July 21st of 2021, and today is December 19th of 2023. So that is 2.5 years. So for 2.5 years to get a car like this, it's almost unheard of. Especially if you throw in the circumstances, the hurricanes and the jobs that happened and didn't happen, and kids and family situations, and you throw all that in the mix, the fact that this car even has wheels is pretty amazing. But enough of me talking. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate your support, and stay tuned. Bye.